Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 5th, 2024, and Barcelona have reached out to Pau Cubarsi's agent in order to extend the youngster's contract. Also, Messinho's agent is currently in the city of Barcelona. And finally, Barcelona are considering signing Jorginho as a reinforcement for the pivot position. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, begin with the news that Xavi Hernandez has given the first team some time off from training, except for 4 players who Xavi Hernandez scheduled special training sessions for them. And those players are Lamin Yamal, Pau Cubarsi, Vitor Roque, and Héctor Ford. Now, in the case of Lamin Yamal and Pau Cubarsi, the two have become starters on the first team. But despite that, given their young age, and given that this is their first season on the first team, Xavi Hernandez has scheduled special trainings for the two so they can just refine some things, so he can go over with them, over some, tactics, some changes in their style of play so they can become even better than what they already are. And in the case of Vitor Roque and Héctor Ford, 2 players, they have not been getting a lot of playing time with the first team. Xavi Hernandez has scheduled them for a special training session in order to work on their adaptation, and making that way they can get more playing time in the future. Now, I think this is a pretty cool thing that Xavi Hernandez has done, special scheduling the special training session for these players. We've criticized Xavi a lot for not playing Vitor Roque, for not playing Héctor Ford, but we also got to give credit when credit is due. And I think this was a very cool thing that Xavi Hernandez has done, where he has taken time out of his own day off in order to sit down with these 4 players, go over things, try to improve their playing style. That way, Lamin and Cubarsi can get even better than what they are, and Héctor Ford and Vitor Roque can adapt even faster to the first team, and hopefully see him playing more time. Now, speaking of Lamin Yamal, it's being reported that our youngster has been feeling some discomfort in his knee. This is, of course, not the greatest of news. And it's being reported that that is the reason why Lamin Yamal did not play against Getafe, because Xavi Hernandez wanted to kind of protect him. It wasn't planned to play against Athletic Club de Bilbao either. But, of course, with the injury of Pedri, injury of Frankie, and then the fact that Barcelona were not generating much, Xavi was forced to bring in Lamin Yamal. And it's reported that another reason for today's special training session while the whole team was off was in order for also to work through this injury, kind of like a rehab training session, because Xavi Hernandez wants Lamin Yamal to be fully fit for that match against Napoli, because, of course, we're going to need all of our available assets. And right now, Lamin Yamal is actually the best of them. Now, more news, because we have to talk about Pau Cubarsi, since we just mentioned his name, but it's reported that Barcelona have reached out to his agent in order to extend his contract. Now, Pau Cubarsi's contract does expire in 2026, but Barcelona want to send him a clear message that they trust in him, that he is a bet for the club, that they want to keep him in the club for as long as possible because they believe in him. And as such, they have reached out to the player's agent to let them know just that, and to let them know that Barcelona want to extend his contract. They want to also shield him from other clubs, because right now his release clause is pretty low. It's reported that's around 7 million euros. Of course, that has made a lot of clubs in the Premier League very, very ambitious, very ready to pounce on the occasion. But Barcelona are trying to shield him from that, extend his contract, probably give him that 1 billion euro release clause, which they have given all of their academy stars. And it's reported that Barcelona have told Cubarsi that his contract will be performance-based, because Cubarsi does not turn 18 until next year. So Barcelona cannot give him a professional contract until next year. And by then, Barcelona want to measure his performance, and the better his performance is from now until he turns 18, then the bigger the contract will be that Barcelona will offer our youngster. This is good news because, of course, Pau Cubarsi has shown us that he has more than what it takes, not only to compete on the highest level, but to probably become one of the best center backs in Europe. So I'm really glad to see Barcelona investing in our youngsters because they are our future, especially given the club's financial situation where Barcelona will have to heavily depend on the youngsters for the next few seasons. Now, speaking of youngsters, it's reported that Esteban Williams, or Messinho's agent, is currently in the city of Barcelona. Now, we don't know why the agent is in the city of Barcelona. We don't know if he's going there to meet with Barcelona or if he's just there on vacation. And even if he is meeting with Barcelona, we don't know if he's there to discuss Messinho or someone else. But one thing we do know is that, of course, Messinho does want to come to Barcelona. It's his dream to play for Barcelona. In fact, his agent in Barcelona have come up with a plan where Messinho wants to force the hand of Palmeiras, telling them, I only want to go to Barcelona. That way, forcing Palmeiras to only negotiate with Barcelona and hopefully accepting the offer that Barcelona could make them in the future, maybe even accepting a payment plan, kind of like what happened with Vitor Roque, where Vitor Roque told Atlético Paranaense, I only want to go to Barcelona, forcing his club to only negotiate with Barcelona, accepting Barcelona's offer, and also accepting the payment plan. So we know that Messinho wants to come to Barcelona. We know that Barcelona want the player. We don't know what the agent is in the city of Barcelona for, but of course it is interesting because if you know that Messinho wants to go to Barcelona, maybe that's why he's there. Now, Messinho is only 16 years old. He won't turn 18 until 2026, so Barcelona cannot sign him until 2026. I get this question a lot in the comment section. You know, when is Barcelona going to sign Messinho? They can't until 2026 when he turns 18. Now, speaking of signing players, we will end today's video talking about Jorginho, the 32-year-old defensive midfielder currently at Arsenal. And it's reported that Barcelona are considering signing him in the summer transfer market. Now, Jorginho is someone that had been linked with Barcelona in the past. Of course, at the time, I said maybe it's not the best of ideas because Jorginho seemed to be kind of like a finished player or a player at the end of his career. Of course, he kind of quiet some of his critics because he's having a pretty good season with Arsenal, and his contract does expire at the end of the season, which means that he would become a free agent. So Barcelona are studying the possibility of signing him and having him and using him as that reinforcement for the pivot position. And it's also reported that Jorginho is in favor of coming to Barcelona. So this is an operation that could possibly happen. Of course, no final decision has been made. This is just something that Barcelona are currently studying now. Jorginho is 32 years old, and of course, Barcelona are not so much in favor of signing someone who's of that age for the pivot position. But given the club's financial situation, given the financial fair play, where Barcelona are starting to think with every day, every passing day, that they might not be able to achieve the 1-1 rule during the summer. So we might not have other option but to get a temporary solution, which would be someone like Jorginho, you know, free agent who can come for a season or two until Barcelona are in a better financial situation to sign someone younger with a longer prospect. Anyways, that is all the news for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, Barca.